Artoria and Reinhard were walking on the main road side by side. The sight of two knights walking together in the main street must be rare because Artoria could feel more eyes looking at them compared to when she was walking alone. They were walking in silence for a few minutes before Reinhard asked Artoria. "So, Miss Artoria. I wanted to ask about something that may be a little bit sensitive if you don't mind." Artoria looked at Reinhard with a smile. "I don't mind. Please do ask me anything. But do forgive me if I can't answer your question if it's too sensitive." Reinhard nodded his head in understanding. He looked around the area and saw that they are already in a quiet area, away from the neighborhood. He stopped his walk and Artoria naturally stopped too and looked at Reinhard. Reinhard put on a smile on his face and asked. "I wanted to ask, where is Britain? I never heard of that country or kingdom in my life. And I'm confident that I've been in everywhere in this world." Artoria realized that she made a mistake. She began to think of how to answer Reinhard. The man in front of her is a knight, he must be trustable to be able to become a knight. She knows that he didn't lie when he said that he was a knight from his gesture and the way he bring himself. Artoria believes him. That's why Artoria didn't want to lie to him too. She could also ask him to tell the truth about this country or kingdom if he trusts her. Taking a deep breath, Artoria looked at Reinhard's eyes with a serious look. "Britain, or rather know as the Kingdom of Britain, is a kingdom where I was born. To tell you the truth, it is not located in this world. I just woke up and stood in the middle of the forest a few hours earlier." Reinhard is surprised by her statement. He looked at her closely but she didn't detect any lie from her. She told him the truth, she was not from this world. "So you are coming from beyond the waterfall?" asked Reinhard in a concerned tone. If that's true, then she has no money or place to stay for tonight. Her reason earlier for searching for an establishment was a lie, and Reinhard knows it. That's why Reinhard asked Artoria to accompany him. He wanted to know what Artoria would do. Artoria too has come with Reinhard because she wanted to ask something. Somehow her instinct tell her that she can trust this man, so she followed him although she had just known him for a few minutes. Both of them were prying on each other, but Artoria didn't understand what Reinhard had said. "From beyond the waterfall?" asked Artoria as she tilted her head. "Yes, this world has a waterfall at the edge of the world. So I thought that you come from beyond the waterfall, but am I wrong? There was a case like you in the past, we call them people beyond the waterfall," asked Reinhard. Artoria began to process the new information that she gained. So this world has the edge, and the people from another world were called the people beyond the waterfall? No, Artoria can't assume that those people were from another world. But, that is the only explanation that Artoria could give to Reinhard for now, so she nodded her head. "Maybe, I don't know about the waterfall, but I think I came from the same place with those people." Reinhard was satisfied with her explanation and smiled. He began to walk again in a different direction from before and Artoria followed him. "So you don't have any place to sleep for tonight, Miss Artoria?" "Yes, it's embarrassing but that's true. I plan to sleep in the forest or search for an empty house for tonight." Artoria looked up at the sky that began to change its color into orange and smiled to herself. She had no experience with sleeping in the forest, but somehow she do understand how to sleep in the forest. It's a strange feeling, but she trusts that feeling since it had saved her when that strange animal attacked her. Reinhard put his right hand on his pocket and pulled some gold coins that looked expensive and extended his hand towards Artoria. "Please take this to go to an inn, Miss Artoria. Maybe you are confident in your ability if you were considering sleeping in the forest, but it's better if you sleep in the inn for tonight because the mob beasts are wandering around in the nighttime. I will give you these coins for you to use, don't worry about returning them to me. A fellow knight must help each other." Reinhard smiled at Artoria with his eyes closed as he said that. Artoria hesitated a little when Reinhard handed her the coins. Until she decided to take it because she really need it. Even if Reinhard said that he didn't want them back, Artoria promised herself that she would give them back someday. "Then, I will gladly receive your help, Sir Reinhard. I'm sorry to bother you." Artoria placed her palm below Reinhard's hand. Reinhard put the coins that he held in his hand on top of Artoria's palm and said, "Don't worry about it." The coins that were put on Artoria's hand were heavy for her, even if there are only 3 coins. Help. As Artoria was looking at these coins while walking with Reinhard, she heard a scream from afar. She quickly put these coins inside her pocket that was located near her skirt and looked at Reinhard. "Did you hear that, Sir Reinhard?" Reinhard looked back at her and said. I did, I think it was this direction. As Reinhard said that, he started to run in the direction of the voice. He's fast, he's already far although he just started running. Artoria quickly followed him as she ran even faster than him. She catches up to him in no time and they found a blonde girl with a red scarf that Artoria recognized as the thief earlier running around asking for help. Reinhard leaped in front of the girl, surprising her for a second before she started to cling to Reinhard's clothes. Help us. Old man Rom. And that boy. Help us. There is a madwoman who wanted to kill them. Although she panicked, her words are clear and Reinhard nodded his head in understanding. Guide me to the place. Reinhard turned to Artoria and said. It seems our walk is over, please come back without me. It was a dangerous situation according to what she heard from the girl. But, somehow, Artoria wanted to help the girl. She thought that it was her duty, and it was strange of her to think about that because she's just a normal girl before she was transported. What's going on with me, thought Artoria. As she thought about all of that, Artoria decided on something. I can't let any injustice in front of me. If I can't save the old man Rom and the boy that the girl talked about, then what's the use of my existence? Artoria shook her head at Reinhard's word and exclaimed. No, I will go with you. I'm a knight, I can't let any injustice in front of me, even if it's a trap, I would go in and correct the injustice. If I walked away from injustice, that would be against my code of knight. Reinhard smiled at Artoria when he heard that. Well then, I'm sorry for that. Let's look at the situation together. If you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you later, bye bye.